Welcome back to Paper Highlighter. Today, we're diving into the latest controversy surrounding 90 Day, The Last Resort star Rob Warne. From his troubled relationship with Sophie Sierra to his latest social media post about his so-called son, Rob's actions have left many questioning if he ever should have been cast on the show. While his recent post was undeniably moving, it doesn't erase the pain he caused Sophie or the way he handled their relationship. Let's break it all down. Rob Warne's actions on 90 Day, The Last Resort have left fans questioning whether he should have ever been part of the show with Sophie Sierra. Introduced in 90 Day Fiancé Season 10 as an aspiring actor and model from Los Angeles, Rob initially connected with Sophie over their shared experiences of growing up mixed race. Despite their bond, their relationship quickly unraveled due to Rob's repeated betrayals. Sophie, who was accustomed to a life of luxury, with nannies, maids, and exotic vacations, found herself in a drastically different reality with Rob. While he initially made her feel understood, he later made her feel unwanted and replaceable. Rob's infidelity shattered the trust between them, despite his promises of a lifelong commitment. His on-camera behavior further cemented his role as a controversial figure, as he openly brought up Sophie's past in ways that seemed more hurtful than constructive. His refusal to take accountability for his actions frustrated fans, who felt he prioritized excuses over self-improvement. Rob appeared to justify his interactions with other women by claiming Sophie had already walked out on their marriage. Instead of making meaningful changes to win her back, he has seemingly sought sympathy, even invoking his son to gain public support. His actions suggest he was never truly ready for the commitment he promised, leaving fans disillusioned with his role on the show. Rob Warne is a bad boy. Rob Warne isn't just a member of the so-called 90 Day Bad Boys. He embodies the role completely. Since his debut on 90 Day Fiancé, Rob has faced accusations of mistreating Sophie Sierra, making their relationship one of the most turbulent in the franchise. Sophie had doubts about moving to America to marry Rob, largely due to his history of online cheating. Her concerns proved valid when she repeatedly found incriminating evidence on his phone. His lack of trustworthiness led Sophie to snoop, further exposing his infidelity. When Sophie came out as bisexual, Rob's reaction was less than supportive, adding to the strain between them. Beyond emotional betrayals, Rob failed to provide Sophie with basic comforts in their shared home, such as a proper bathroom or even a duvet to help her adjust to her new life. Rather than taking accountability for his actions, he seemed more focused on making Sophie feel guilty for leaving him. Rob quickly learned how to frame himself as the victim, claiming Sophie had treated him unfairly. However, his actions often painted a different picture, one of resentment and manipulation. He repeatedly humiliated Sophie, picking on her, and even shaming her for events from her past. Perhaps their relationship could have been salvaged if Rob had been more transparent and worked to rebuild trust. Instead, he hid behind a facade, using manipulation and insecurity to maintain control rather than addressing the real issues in their marriage. Sophie Sierra may return to London, England. Rob Warne's behavior left Sophie Sierra feeling shattered, yet he seemed more concerned with protecting his own image than acknowledging the damage he had done. Despite being the one who cheated, Rob never took full responsibility, leaving Sophie to carry the emotional weight of their crumbling relationship. Sophie held on to hope, giving Rob multiple chances because she saw their marriage as an opportunity to build the stable family she never had growing up. But as their relationship continued to unravel, she was left with little reason to stay in the U.S. with no future in sight alongside Rob. Sophie has even considered returning home, hoping for a fresh start and a chance to rebuild her life on her own terms. Rob posted about his son, but it's not enough. Rob Warne recently turned to his fans for support, revealing that his beloved dog, Rome, whom he refers to as his son, had been diagnosed with cancer. Rome has been more than just a pet to Rob. He has been by his side through the years, making the news especially devastating for him. However, some 90 Day The Last Resort viewers couldn't help but question Rob's motives for sharing the news so publicly. Many speculated that he was using his dog's illness to gain sympathy or even financial assistance. While the heartbreaking update briefly shifted attention away from Rob's past actions, it wasn't enough to change the perception fans have of him. For many, his reputation as a franchise villain is already set in stone.